Hi everyone. Today we are going to check how many companies are being traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange. In order to do so, go to TMX by clicking TMX. TMX is the name of the company that operates the Toronto Stock Exchange. As you can see, it provides other products and services, but what we are going to focus on is only the Toronto Stock Exchange. So just click on tmxmoney.com and then you can click on TSX here, or just write down TSX and go. So what is TSX? This is a 3 letters tag that the TMX company gave to the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's an index which contains a lot of companies. We will get to how many companies in a few seconds. We have two TSX market here, the TSX and the TSX Venture. Venture are for new markets and it's more risky, so we will not talk about those. So those 3 letters are not just like a stock symbol. So if, for example, I take the RY, RY is the stock symbol for the Royal Bank of Canada, and as you can see there's a dollar sign here, and if you scroll down you can see all kinds of information filled in. We will talk about those information on another video. So if you go back to TSX, this is not a dollar, there's no dollar sign here, and all those fields are not filled, it's not applicable. So this index, well, first of all let me talk about the point first. So the TSX is represented by a point value. So when you hear in the news that the stock market was going up or down, it refers to those points. So for example, here you can see that there was change of 33.61 points, and that's a 0.17 percentage. That means that the composite average value of all stocks in this TSX went up by the same percentage. So now let's go back to the TSX and clicking on the tab of constituent, we will get a list of all the companies, and you can see that there are 235 entries. You can also click here and download it to Excel. Let's open the Excel. Let's just delete those. So without the first one, which is symbol and constituent, if you go all the way down, you'll see we have 235 companies. So let's go back to the TSX here. So the list is changing all the time. Companies are getting in and out. Why? So let me explain a little bit about S&P TSX Composite Index. S&P stands for Standard & Poor. That's an over 100 years old credit rating method that was embraced by a lot of stock exchange in the world. A company called McGraw-Hill Finance, which is going to be called S&P Global later this year, published those indexes, and you have many of them. You have S&P 500 and S&P Dow Jones and S&P Composite Index, like here. How frequent this list is being changed, it depends on those publishers. If they publish it once a quarter, then it changes accordingly. So if we go back to the TSX, those are the 235 companies. Are those the only one who actually trade on the Toronto Stock Exchange? Absolutely not. In order for us to see how many of them, we will have to use the investor tool. So go to investor tools and stock screener. Okay, so now we are at the stock screener. Let's just delete all those criteria and leave only the exchange as Toronto Stock Exchange and run those criteria, run the screener. You see a lot of company, however it is limited to 400 results, and that's why we can't use it to see how many. So just before we go to the screen criteria again, go to edit columns, and let's just take out all those and leave only market cap. Even the price is not important. So symbol, company name, market cap, and add sector. Now save it, and you can see that here the column has changed. We only have four columns. Now go back to the screen criteria and add beside the exchange by clicking on it descriptive sector, and you have already filled the basic material. There are 11 sectors here, so we will start with basic material. Run the screener. Here the result is 267, so just copy those all the way down. Copy, go to Excel, I'll open a new one and just paste it. Go back to the screen, scroll up, screen criteria, and just take the next sector. Run it. This time we have 34 results. Copy those 34 results. Go back to your Excel. Go back down. And so I'm going to do the same for all those sectors, and I will pause the video and get back to you when I'm close to the end. Okay, I'm almost at the end. I'm at the technology sector, running it. Copy the result and adding it to my Excel sheet. And now the last one is the utilities sector. 82 results, copying them, and let's go to our Excel. Okay, so if we'll go all the way up, we can delete the first one. So you can see that we have actually 1,406 companies in the Toronto Stock Exchange, not only the 235 that are currently in this index. So we actually have a lot more. Besides the table that we are currently had created, you can just select the title and go to data, filter, and you actually can filter it. For example, if you want only the basic, then you can see which one has the biggest market cap. For example, you can change this to another sector and see the same, that BC is higher than Telos, Bell is higher than Telos, and so on. That would be a good start for us to analyze a stock, but we will talk about it on another video. Thanks for watching, and see you on my next video.